So if you are a returning viewer, the first thing you might notice is that Harry is not right next to me right now. And if you're a new viewer who hasn't seen us before, I'm Evan. I usually have someone named Harry next to me. He's not today. He's on a family trip, so. I had a decent topic I was thinking about. We've talked about similar things, but what I'm going to be talking about to you guys today, I'm going to be talking directly to you today, and I'm not going to be glancing over to Harry because he's not here. We're going to be talking about the high school life. I'm basically going to be talking about what the high school life is like generally for teenagers my age, my experience with it. Now, I'm not fully done high school yet. I'm heading into my senior year. I got 2 years done. I'm going to talk about my experience so far with high school, what I think of it. You know, it's a big part of life. It's something you don't forget, that's for sure. So, my experience, honestly, I'm a bit disappointed. I was always told by my parents, you know, certain people that high school would be the best years of my life. Certainly hasn't felt that way. Now, it's definitely a big development stage. You know, you go through puberty and all that, lots of emotion changes, but yeah, it's not fun, I'll tell you that. I don't want this to be like a sad video now. With high school too, everyone tries to fit in, including me. You try to fit in with groups, you try to fit in with people, so you don't look at a place, you know. You don't really be yourself at this age, which is kind of sad, but it's the truth. Like, I'm always pressuring myself, like, I got my driver's license recently. I didn't get it right away when I could have. I was born in April. So I could have got it back in December with driving school if I did it, but I didn't do it. I didn't care to get it then. So I waited. April came around, I didn't get it then either. So then I was like, man, what am I doing? I gotta get my driver's license. But I only realized that because everyone else was getting it. And that's why I wanted to get it. It's not because I was like, okay, let's get my driver's license. You know, I could have had it before all my friends, but all my friends are getting it. I was like, oh fuck yeah, maybe I should get it too. Now I don't regret that, obviously. You know, it feels great having my driver's license now, but I sort of forced myself to learn when I didn't really feel like it. You know, it didn't hurt me. I'm kind of glad I did, honestly. Driving's not hard. It took me literally a month to learn how to drive. Like, I didn't practice much. I went into driving school, did a few lessons, did my test, boom, got my license. Like, I literally started driving school in May. I got my license in early July. So, well, when it comes to jobs, I always pressure myself, like, I need to work, like, shit like that. Now, it's not bad working in high school, obviously, you know, having student jobs, you know, stuff like that. But, like, you think about it, too. Do you really want to waste your teenage years away, you know, working constantly? Like, while you're in high school, especially? I get it after high school, you don't have much to do, but being in high school, you know, you have the chance still being a kid, you know, doing shit you want to do, you know, you don't have to work, you know, it's not mandatory to work as a teenager. You're still living with your parents who provide a lot for you. Now, it's not bad getting a student job, you know, having like a shift a week or just working with like, you know, hockey or baseball, you know, staff, you know, to help other kids, you know, and shit you've played. But like working these like 9 to 5 jobs as a teenager, like, I don't know. I don't really want to do that yet because I might be at that for the rest of my life. Now I hope not. My dream in my life is to start something on my own, whether it's a business or a YouTube channel, where I create my own identity and I can be my own boss. It's very ambitious goal. I don't know if it will turn into anything. I like just sitting in front of the camera and just talking to you like I'm talking to a friend, you know. I like watching those kind of videos too. So, like I was saying, well, I kind of finished what I was saying about like working in high school. Let's talk about like relationships in high school. Now, I haven't been in a relationship yet. Not because I can't or couldn't have been in one. I don't think I'm that ugly to people. I don't think I'm ugly to girls. No, I'm not, because well, maybe some people, but I've almost gotten with a few girls now, but I haven't. Mainly because of me too, not because of them. Relationships is something a lot of teenagers crave, honestly, and they crave it for the wrong reasons. Certain people, they want, how do I say this without like getting demonetized? They like using girls, you know, like just to please themselves. I'll say it that way. I think you know what I mean. And girls sort of like being used. It sounds a bit, fucked up, but that's the truth. That's what it's in my area, at least. And people are just trying to date so they can say they're dating someone. For me though, dating, not something I honestly care about. Not gonna lie. I used to a lot, but not so much now. Do I feel lonely at times? Yeah, definitely. But you're gonna feel lonely even if you're with someone. That's just how life is. You're gonna be lonely sometimes. I've tried getting with people, my mind just won't let me. When I get close, I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna be able to do this. So I don't lead people on. I just give up. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Sorry. You better off someone else. That's how dating has kind of gone for me. Well, I haven't really dated, so yeah. More about the fitting in part, fitting in with certain groups and all that. Like, I'll give you some advice. It's not worth it at all. I really tried fitting in with like everything back in like junior high and like my first year of high school mainly. Trying to fit in with people because I didn't really have like a friend like group, at the start of high school. I was sort of friends with a few people from different groups, but I never really had my own circle where I was close friends with everyone. Everyone was close friends with each other, So I tried to fit in with with different groups. It just didn't feel right, so I stopped trying to fit in. I was being myself, just I was making a lot of new friends in high school, like more than I ever thought I would, which is good because it gave me more confidence. I was like, man, okay, people like me, people like talking to me, people want to be my friend. Started grade 10, right when I got there, I was making new friends, tired catching up with people I used to be friends with and haven't seen in a while. That's the good part of high school. And being involved in activities in high school, like I'm not just talking about like sports and all that, like, well, sports is a big part obviously, but like just participating in like class projects and shit, all that, like activities, like can help you connect with new people, like, or even like say in our school we does like these lunchtime things sometimes in school, lunchtime dodgeball, lunchtime soccer, stuff like that. And that's some of the best like shit to do in high school, honestly, for me. Like, I really enjoyed that kind of stuff. You make your own teams, right? Of like, for us it was like 8 people, 4 boys, 4 girls. Usually people go after their close friends, and that's what we did. But you gotta have 4 girls, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not friends with much girls. Mainly, the girls I always have are people that I don't know too well, and I end up becoming friends with. It's always fun. I love and I don't like meeting people, mainly because I'm a bit awkward socially sometimes, but I can make myself not awkward too, if you know what I mean. Like, I know how to speak to people, but sometimes I just don't want to, so it gets awkward. Waking up in the morning for school, holy fuck, it's a nightmare. Fucking hate it. But gotta be done, right? Gotta go to school. You gotta graduate, man. You just gotta graduate. Whatever you do after high school is up to you, just graduate though. Now, yeah, that's the thing. After school. What am I doing after school? I don't fucking know. I have no fucking clue. Like I said, business, I want to do something on my own. Like, create my own identity, like I said. Like, whether it's starting my own business or, like, YouTube channel taking off, something like that. But I know I'm probably going to have to go to school for something, in case that doesn't work out. And there's a high chance it won't work out. Now, people always talk about taking gap years or just going straight into school. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with both. People have different opinions about both. Oh, you finish high school, you gotta go straight into school next year, just keep it going. Or like, take a gap year, learn how to work, learn how to save money, learn to make money, become more independent, all shit like that. There's benefits for both, honestly. But the thing is, if you don't go straight into school, if you don't know what you want to do, that's the bad part. Like, if you don't know what to do, you're just wasting your life away. You're wasting money away you don't have. Really know what you want to do. And I still don't know exactly what I want to do, so I don't know for sure if I'm going to go straight into school yet after high school. I might take a gap year and explore some things, really focus on posting like YouTube videos maybe, or find like a business, idea, where I could start something, or find something online maybe. Just figure things out during a gap year. That's usually what people do. They work and they figure their shit out. they work at something and, they see if they enjoy it. Like, okay, maybe I can find something like this to do for my life. So, yeah, don't rush into things. That's for everything in life. Don't rush into things. Make sure you're ready, whether it's anything. Now, I said earlier something about I've been a bit disappointed in high school. People were saying it'd be like the best years of your life, shit like that. High school's not bad. It's really not. But I don't think it's as good as people say it is, before you go there. It's good for some people, like the popular people who peak in high school. It's really good for them because they're on top of the world, that's how they feel. But for people like me and most people, you're not really popular, you have friends, you're not too quiet, shit like that. That's like, I don't know how to explain it. I think the best years of my life still haven't happened yet. Like, I'm still only 17 years old, I've still got lots of life left, hopefully. I just don't think high school will be the best years of my life, because it certainly hasn't been. There's times I've had wonderful times, parties, but I don't even like going to parties much anymore. But I've had good times, I like parties and stuff. But I've also had some really bad times too. Like, I don't like getting up every day going to school. I'm a good student, I get decent grades, decently smart kid, but it's not fun going to school every day. Especially, I don't like everyone I see in school. Sometimes I gotta be around people I don't like, which kind of sucks. I'm really looking forward to graduating and figuring out my next chapter for my life. I've been looking forward to that for a while. And I don't know if that makes me mature or not. Looking forward to the future. The future also scares me because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Nobody knows. So, yeah, I've been yapping for a good bit now. There's not much else really to say, honestly. I did enjoy sort of ranting about what I think of high school, being a teenager. I'm sure a lot can relate. If you're a teenager my age, sure you can relate, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.